Before I get started with this Raw review tonight, I want to give a quick little shout out to my friend Generic Minority and his channel. The reason why I'm giving this shout out is because every Monday night after Raw, it probably will be uploaded on Tuesday, me and him are doing a podcast. Yes, me and him are doing a podcast where we talk about Monday Night Raw, and you'll get more in-detailed thoughts of the world of professional wrestling from me. So if you like my thoughts on professional wrestling, go check out Generic Minority's channel where we will talk about that on his channel. For this week's Raw review, guys, just understand, I'm trying to keep it short. I have finals tomorrow, so I don't want to go really too long. And me and Generic Minority, we normally film like 30 to 40 minutes, and I got other stuff I need to do. So apologize in advance for this short Raw review. But then again, this episode only really had one major plot point heading into the Royal Rumble. Actually, maybe 2 or 3, depending on how you look at it. So I think it's fine that this Raw review will be a little bit shorter than usual. There wasn't a lot of good stuff on this episode of Raw. This was a bad episode. A really bad episode. And I'm really getting sick and tired of coming on here and saying it's a bad episode of Monday Night Raw. Look, I'm not asking for fucking perfection. I'm just asking at least keep me entertained for an hour and a half. That's all I'm asking for. You know this episode of Raw is bad when I'm watching old clips of wrestling. I hate it when I have to go back to old clips to entertain myself on the current product. Do you know why I hate it? Because it makes me just pissed off even more of what I'm watching. You know what old clips I watched? Remember that promo when Shawn Michaels was heel and he was all saying to like, you guys want Bret? Well, Bret, and then Bret Hart's theme music hits and everyone was all freaking out in Montreal. They thought Bret Hart was going to come out, and then Shawn Michaels goes, I got your hopes up just a little bit, did I? That's how I feel with WWE. It always just gets my hopes up just a little bit. Like Ryback and Rusev tonight. I was so happy. I'm like, yes, I want to see a Ryback and Rusev feud. But then I thought about it and I said to myself, oh no. If Ryback is feuding with Rusev now, that means at WrestleMania time, Rusev will be feuding with... Oh no. I don't want to see that. No. WWE, just please tease this, that this maybe will happen, like, I don't know, like in the Rumble match itself, and then that leads up to WrestleMania. No Ryback and Rusev now. Save that to Mania, please. Ryback's a character I like. Rusev, I think, is a well-booked character. Please. Don't do this to Rusev, not now. Please, Ryback Rusev, WrestleMania. That's all I asked for. Another highlight for me on this Raw was Tyson Kidd. This dude's hilarious. I love his gimmick right now. More of Tyson Kidd, please, WWE. More of him outside the ring and more of him inside the ring. That would just be greatly appreciated for me being a Tyson Kidd fan. I don't know whose bright idea it was in the WWE, but I don't know why they booked The New Day versus Golden Stardust for that long. Holy but Jesus. Was that match long or what? Who thought this was a good idea? They got 2 segments. Those guys got 2 segments. Oh my God. And the match wasn't even that good. And I see wrestling fans debating online saying, oh, it was so mean what these Detroit fans were doing, chanting all that rude stuff at them. Well, I'm sorry. I agree with the Detroit fans in this situation. When the WWE is giving you crap like this New Day faction, when we all know Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E are way better than this faction, and we have Cody Rhodes stuck trying to be a wannabe Goldust, a gimmick that was over in '96, not really over in today's world, and Goldust is still trying to wrestle a long match, which we know Goldust can't do anymore. And don't get me wrong, Goldust, he has been wonderful since he's coming back, but I don't want to see Goldust in 15-plus minute matches. Who fucking booked this shit? Seriously, the New Day is a terrible gimmick. Stardust is an annoying gimmick, and I hate it so much that Cody Rhodes is stuck under that stupid face paint when I know this guy can do so much better. And I like Goldust and all. One of my favorites when I was a kid, but seriously. Dude shouldn't be wrestling that long in the ring. He's a good nostalgic act for every once in a while, but now it's just getting too much. I'm sick and tired of seeing Goldust. So I don't blame the Detroit fans if they want to chant whatever they want during this match. I'll be chanting NXT too. Because I want to see a long, boring tag team match with terrible characters on NXT. God. One highlight for me on this Raw. Oh, God. And you guys know how much I fucking hate the bunny. That bunny is one of the worst things in professional wrestling. But seeing Kane tombstone the shit out of the bunny, oh, fuck yeah. That was the highlight of this episode for me. Me personally, that was the highlight. I was saying to myself, fuck yeah. Thank you, Kane. Thank you, Kane. Thank you, Kane. The best thing Kane has done all 2014 is tombstoning that stupid bunny. God, it almost made Kane a babyface for me. I actually cared what Kane was doing at this moment of time. But mainly this episode was built around the fact that Chris Jericho was Raw GM. Chris Jericho and John Cena and Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman had a long opening promo, which led to our main event of the evening, which was going to be Cena versus Seth Rollins inside a steel cage, brother. And getting Chris Jericho versus Paul Heyman in like a hardcore stipulation match. So we got Chris Jericho versus Paul Heyman, and I remembered I tweeted this once he announced it was Chris Jericho versus Paul Heyman and said, LOL, Brock Lesnar is returning tonight. What happened? Brock Lesnar returned. Destroyed Jericho. Sweet. Our WWE champion is back just in time for the Royal Rumble. And really, to be honest, I wasn't going to watch a steel cage match. I really wasn't going to watch that main event whatsoever. I said I have no interest in watching Seth Rollins and John Cena wrestle another match. They wrestled a lot of one-on-one matches on Raw. They just wrestled that TLC in a match that I want to try to fucking forget. I don't want to see this garbage right now. But the only reason why I watched it was just to see what they would do with Brock Lesnar and John Cena. That was the only reason why I watched the match. I was going to be so pissed off if they didn't have Brock Lesnar come out to attack Cena or do something with Cena tonight. Seriously, I was going to come on here and just say, fuck this Raw. Like, seriously, you made me sit through this crappy main event with no payoff? I mean, seriously, that's what I thought. And Cena versus Rollins, the match itself, it was dumb booked. It was seriously so dumb. Like, why is it when John Cena's down on the ground, Seth Rollins doesn't think to himself, you know what? Let me escape the cage now. No, instead he keeps on punishing John Cena, trying to go for the damn pinfall. Yet at the end of the match, once Lesnar comes out and lays out freaking Cena, Seth Rollins escapes the cage. Then what was the whole point of you trying to pin this motherfucker? Oh! I hate pinfalls and steel cage matches. Seriously, steel cage matches should just be simple escape only. The pinfall just ruins the element of the steel cage match because you guys cannot deny. If you watched that match, you saw Seth Rollins try his damnedest to keep on pinning John Cena, yet at the end of the match he escapes. When he could have escaped the match, I don't know, like 5 flipping more times. Just dumb. I'm sorry. It was just dumb how this match was booked. The in-ring action-wise, it was pretty solid, but in far of a booking sense, this match was just dumb. But I was fine with what they did with Brock Lesnar and Cena tonight. Brock Lesnar attacked a wounded John Cena. He didn't attack John Cena 100% healthy, but at least he interacted with Cena, and at least we got to see our WWE champion. Even though I've just been disinterested with our WWE champion because I feel like the WWE has done such a bad job with him over his time as champion. Nothing to Brock Lesnar's fault, mostly the WWE's fault. So, really, to be honest, I was kind of a little excited seeing Lesnar. And keep in mind, this is someone who's not really the biggest Brock Lesnar fan in the world. So, yeah, other than that, this episode of Raw was bad. Oh, yeah, Cockfist. I forgot to mention my boy, Cockfist. He laid out the Big Show to show that it's going to be Cockfist versus the Big Show at the Rumble in the final 2. Yeah, get used to it, people. Cockfist. And you know what? Brock Lesnar, get used to that Superman punch because that's what Cockfist is going to lay you out with, brother. Speaking of brothers, the almighty Hulkster will return for the Christmas edition of Monday Night Raw next week, brother. Ho, 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 Hogan is here. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what we're going to get next week on Monday Night Raw, people. Will I review that episode? Probably, because Hulk Hogan's going to be there. And if anything, I'll probably just do it in a Hulk Hogan impression, the whole review. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But yeah, this episode of Raw, just don't really care. Don't expect a Super SmackDown review on this channel. You can expect a Q&A tomorrow on this channel, but don't expect a Super SmackDown review. Just don't expect it. Nothing interesting for me on there to watch, besides Cockfist's return match. So yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. That's all I really got to say about it. Another bad episode by the WWE. I really hope they step it up. I really do. Because I am getting sick and tired of just coming on here and being upset with Monday Night Raw. I mean, they had some good moments on this episode, but not good enough for me to say, you know what, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, because I didn't. I just didn't enjoy this episode. Anyways, guys, what did you guys think about Monday Night Raw? Comment section down below. Don't forget to check out Generic Minorities channel for our podcast on this episode of Raw. Make sure you give this video a big old thumbs up. I'll see you all next time. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOver68. Peace.